Head for the Cure 5K events are not only successful fundraisers in the fight against brain cancer, but unique tributes for those currently fighting this terrible disease and remembering those who have lost their battles. Head for the Cure was started in honor of a man named Chris Anthony. Chris's motto was always keeping the faith. He lived it daily. He signed off every email with keeping the faith, and his faith enabled him to maintain his grace, dignity, courage, and strength throughout his illness. That's why every year we honor brain cancer patients and their loved ones with a special recognition we call Keeping the Faith. Each of their stories is personal and special, and all are inspiring.
Laura Fox, nominated by David Fox for Keeping the Faith Award. My wife Laura is the strongest and bravest person I know. 1 year ago, she had a meningioma on her left temporal lobe and surgery on June 3, 2019. This picture is her amazing recovery 1 year later. I am so very proud of her. She has come a very long way back and continues to improve every day. Her surgeon was Dr. Jack Rock. He saved her life. He and his team have been truly wonderful.
I had the privilege of presenting Mike Minnick with a Keeping the Faith Award. Mike was nominated by Janelle Minnick. Mike is 51 years old and has been through brain cancer 4 times since the age of 25. 3 surgeries, 1 radiation treatment round, and several rounds of chemotherapy, all while working and raising a family, including a 6-year-old and an 11-year-old. To say he has been there, done that, is an understatement. He's also done this with the help of Henry Ford Hospital for the past 20 years. He was a product of a clinical trial that made headway for other patients. He's currently on his 5th month of chemotherapy and only looks forward, never back. We love our daddy and hubby. Parentheses, cancer sucks, end parentheses. Congratulations, Mike. Honored to present this Keeping the Faith Award to you. Thank you for everything you're doing. I have the honor of presenting Christopher G. with a Keeping the Faith Award. Chris was nominated by Janice G. 11 years ago, on September 6th, was when Chris started his journey. He had a tumor the size of a tennis ball in his frontal lobe. Thus, Chris would undergo an emergency craniotomy to remove it and learn about glioblastoma. Although this is a shocking prognosis, it would lead him to learn God's grace and what miracles are made of. Chris is a fighter and is one of the strongest people I have ever known. He has learned patience, love, peace, and understanding. As a result, Chris does not take anything for granted and enjoys all this adventure called life has in store. He learned early on that this battle would not be taken alone, as his family, friends, and doctors are always with him by his side. He was able to celebrate his 10-year anniversary of survival with his dad before his dad passed last year. Chris has 2 girls that he was able to watch grow up. Soon, one will be getting married and the other will graduate from the police academy. Chris has been an inspiration to many people that are battling cancer and GBM. Chris is a testimony of what a positive attitude in life can do. Although Chris does not have the best memory of current things like doctor's appointments and grocery lists, he definitely makes the best of all things. If you ask him, "How are you?" Chris will almost always reply, "I am fabulous. And you?" He is a rock star. He is a son, brother, uncle, godfather, and friend to many. Congratulations, Chris, for everything that you've done. I had the privilege of presenting Robert Grabett with the Keeping the Faith Award. Robert was nominated by Stephanie Grabett. As a dentist, family man, and avid golf player, my dad was looking forward to retirement. Little did he know, his retirement days would entail the biggest fight of his life. He was ultimately diagnosed with a grade 4 GBM, and he began his fight with the help of the team at Henry Ford Hermann Brain Tumor Center. Within a week of diagnosis, he underwent an 8-hour surgery where, at many times, he was awake and talking. He then qualified to participate in a clinical trial to not only help with his fight, but also help find a GBM treatment for others. Within 4 days, he was walking, talking, and discharged, and was deemed the miracle man by the neuro ICU. Throughout the last 15 months, he has shown bravery, resilience, and courage in the face of unbelievably challenging obstacles. His life is very different than he imagined. He has never lost his optimism and upbeat attitude, and he uses his time to do the things he enjoys and spend time with those he loves. He continues on this journey with a second surgery in the near future, along with the possibility of another clinical trial. He knows that the clinical trial does not bring a guarantee of cure, but with every step, we are getting closer.
Thank you for your courage and for allowing us to honor you. New this year, the Legacy of Love nomination is easily defined by actions of integrity, encouragement, determination, and truly loving and serving others, especially those in need. The recipient of this must have a strong desire to encourage and help others. This deserving person must be a leader each day and also have the courage to smile in the midst of adversity. We now like to share their story.
Here to present a legacy of love to Tammy Johnson, nominated by Reginald Johnson. Tammy has taken care of me. She didn't know much about myself when I was diagnosed with brain cancer, but still to this day, she is right by my side. She married me in 2013 and stated she will be by my side forever. She defines legacy of love for making sure I was always happy, was always ready for another day, and being the person to help me push through this fight with cancer. I will always appreciate your love and support. Thank you. Congratulations, Tamara.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wahlberg, neuro-oncologist at the Hermann Brain Tumor Center, and I am honored to present Legacy of Love Award to one of my patients, or better, one of the caregivers of my patient, to Pat Durd. And she was nominated by Edward Durd and Ashley Tobin. And she writes, Ashley and I are nominating Pat Durd for the Legacy of Love Award because of her steadfast dedication to finding and advocating for the best and most updated treatments for Andrew. Pat reads daily for the most updated information about glioblastoma. She and Ashley are constantly making sure Andrew is taking proper care of himself. Ashley and I know that Pat would move the earth if she had to take care of Andrew. The photo that you can see is of Pat looking at Andrew Tobin with his kids and his wife Ashley at the 2019 Harvest Festival. Thank you.
I'm also honored to be able to present the award for Legacy of Love to Christine Grevitt. She was nominated by her daughter. She writes, "My mom is the most tenacious, kind, and loving person I know. Her strong will, determination, and natural caregiving tendencies have always been her shining qualities, but they've really shown through when in March of 2019, my father was diagnosed with grade 4 glioblastoma multiforme. As in shock as we all were, my mom sprang right into action, determined that she would do everything in her power to help my dad fight with everything in him. Since then, she has spent countless hours researching, educating herself, finding the best team, and continuing to be a superhero, working wife and mother, and now caregiver. If you know my mom, which many at Henry Ford Hermann Brain Tumor Center do, you know she's a force to be reckoned with and will never stop fighting and supporting those she loves. Every caregiver puts themselves on the back burner to help their loved one, and my mom certainly has done that. She has continuously sacrificed personal needs and wants to support her family. Thank you from Dad, Robert Grevitt, Dina, Raymond, myself, meaning Stephanie, and everyone who has the honor of knowing you."
I'm here to announce a legacy of love, Heather Chapski, nominated by Johnny Hayes. Our lives were forever changed May of 2019 when my stepfather, Steve Chapski, was diagnosed with stage 4 glioblastoma. After hearing the diagnosis, my mom immediately sought out research for optimal treatment options in the best surgeon and medical team here in Detroit, Michigan. Fast forward, 16 months later, my brother and I have witnessed my mom go through an absolute emotional roller coaster. It's been quite a journey to say the least. She handled each day with such grace, emotional strength, and infinite loving heart for her husband Steve. Through the good days and the bad, she has been nothing short of amazing all around. Her patience, kindness, and courage. My mom is my hero. She has said from day one, God wouldn't give me anything if he knew I couldn't handle it. This just goes to show you the positive outlook she has had throughout his journey. Unfortunately, Steve cannot communicate his appreciation, so he wanted me to use this platform to thank my mom for everything he has done for him. We love you, Mom. Congratulations, Heather.
Sandra Hansen, nominated by Stephanie Nade for Legacy of Love Award. Sandra is my mom, and was there on that fateful day I found out I had a brain tumor. She had taken me in to get a routine MRI for my epilepsy. The tech came to give me contrast for the first time. I told her that, and we came home to a message from my neurologist asking us to come back because they had found something on the MRI. I didn't want to be that senior with a brain tumor, so she made sure I had enough bandanas, scarves, hats, and even a wig to wear if I wanted through the rest of my last year of high school, so people wouldn't know if I didn't want them to. It still surprises me they didn't when I talk to them now. Since that point, she has helped me get to places if I couldn't get there on my own. I talk to her every day, even though I've moved out and I've gotten married. She supports and worries just as much as she did that first day when I was 18 in high school.
A Legacy of Love Award for Andrew Nade, nominated by his wife, Stephanie Nade. My husband, Andrew, found out about my brain tumor when we were dating in high school. I was surprised when he didn't go running right then and there. He's been by my side, helping me with everything ever since. Even bringing me to doctor's appointments and being my memory, since there's so much that I can't remember after so many surgeries and seizures in between. He will let my doctors know what happens when I have a seizure, since I don't even remember having them. At home, he will be my caretaker if I'm not feeling well, or our senior dogs are in the way, even though they just want to be helpful. Andrew is a fantastic cooker and cleaner. I may be the luckiest woman on the planet. Congratulations, Andrew, on your Legacy of Love Award.